Hello, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is your tarot card for the week of April 19th, 2026. It is a collective general reading, so as the messages come through today, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it's meant for someone else. And be sure to check out your other placements. If you're not sure what they are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also, Taurus, keep in mind, this is not what you don't see coming for the week ahead. The tarot card of the week reading is intended to be a message from source to you, something that they want you to consider so you can go within and make a decision that is best for you and your life at this time. With all of that said, let's begin. Oh, and by the way, I know it's the first week of Taurus season, so if you're celebrating your birthday in the very early days of Taurus season, I'd like to wish you a very happy birthday. All right, Taurus, tapping into the Taurus collective now, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is the tarot card of the week here for the Taurus collective for the week of April 19th, 2026? Let's get one more shuffle here for you. Thank you. Your tarot card of the week, the Five of Cups. What painful situation in your life are you focused on, and what positive aspects are you not seeing? And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Are you prepared to receive some type of opportunity or gift? I noticed in the Monica Louv deck that I use for this reading, typically what we see with the Five of Cups, we see 3 cards spelt over, and we see 2 cards standing behind the person. And typically you'll hear tarot readers refer to that card as like the River of Tears, because someone is clearly crying or sobbing or having some remorse or regret over a connection in their life that ceases to exist, right? The connection has ended or something regretful has occurred in the connection. And typically tarot readers will say, in time, as you process the pain and you turn around and you pivot in another direction, 2 cups, meaning another connection is there waiting for you. So like an energetic standby. What's interesting in a Monica Louv deck, the 2 cups are spelled over. It's like the reverse. So I feel like Source is saying, I know these 2 cups are spelled over. So there's a connection here in your life that, again, maybe there's regret, there's remorse, there's sadness, there could be grief. It could signify a loss for those of you who have already experienced a loss. If not, you're still in connection with this person, but there's just like a lot of sadness surrounding the connection. But what Source is saying, 3 cups are still standing. There are other situations, environments, and connections in your life that you should be celebrating, as opposed to being constantly focused on the connection that isn't working or hasn't worked, or maybe for some of you has ended. So let's see where we go with this. Tell me why the Five of Cups is here for the Taurus collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Why is this their tarot card of the week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. We have the Knight of Pentacles, we have Judgment, and we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, let's clarify this a little bit further. Clarify that Knight of Pentacles here for me, please, for the Taurus collective. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Knight of Pentacles is clarified by the High Priestess, the Ten of Swords, and the World card. Oh, Taurus. Okay, Judgment. Tell me why Judgment is here. One more shuffle. Thank you. Judgment is clarified by the Chariot, the Ace of Cups, okay, and the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Wands. Why is the Queen of Wands here for Taurus? They fell face up, so we'll take them. We have the Six of Wands, the Nine of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. This is actually amazing energy for you, Taurus, even though the reading doesn't start out that well. And that Two of Swords is really interesting. This is the Moon in Libra. Libra is the house of marriage, partnerships, connections, contracts, whether they're professional, platonic, or romantic. But the individual here is blindfolded. And I think there's something here that you're not seeing. I think this happened over the course of the last year. And that Knight of Pentacles, for me, that's a timing card of 1 year. So over the course of the last year, I feel like you have had a connection. It either has ended, it has exited your life, or a lot has transpired here between you and this person. And today, you know, for the week of April 19th, there's a feeling here in the Taurus collective of like, I wish that didn't end, or I wish that that didn't happen, or I wish that it didn't end the way that it ended. So there's some remorse and regret here over an ending that has occurred between you and another person, or some betrayal that transpired between you and another person that you're still having difficulty accepting. I think in the High Priestess energy, you keep it to yourself, meaning I think when you go out in the world, I don't think a lot of people know that you are internalizing and processing this loss or this betrayal, or again, maybe this grief about this current this current connection here in your life. However, Source is trying to say it's actually a blessing. I hate to say that about other human beings, you know, when they exit our life, but I typically look at our connections in terms of like energy. And so if I wanted to give you some type of like an analogy here, this would be like having a closet. And the closet is all of your clothes. So look at all of those hangers of clothes as different people in your life. And unfortunately, when that closet gets packed and you would like to buy some more clothes, you would like to introduce some new people into your life, it's energetically impossible to do so. Just like it would be impossible for you to buy more clothes and cram them into a closet that is already filled. So again, using that analogy, if you wanted to update your wardrobe, it would require you to remove some clothes from that closet, and then you would have space. Space is created, physical space is created for the new item or the new items. And energy in terms of connections works the same way. So I think what you're not seeing right now, or maybe what you haven't seen, is the reason why this person is no longer in your life, or why they have exited, or why they're in the process of exiting your life. What you're not seeing is that Source has something better here coming. We have the Ace of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Cups here, and I feel like it's coming in very quickly. And I think that's what Source is trying to tell you. Like, try not to focus so much. Obviously, you want to process the pain here and the loss and the trauma, understandable, but try not to focus on it too much, because you have a new soulmate here on path for you. It could be another friend, it could be another family member. And what I mean by that is like a friend who becomes like a family member. It could be another love partner for you. You definitely have something that is more balanced, healthier for you, more in alignment to who you are, your values, is actually part of your wish fulfillment. So this person, or this connection, I'll say, had to energetically leave your life in order for something or someone new to come in. Let's get you a couple cards. Actually, before I do that, we have a couple of minutes here. Anything else Taurus needs to know about the connection that has ended or is on its way out? Anything else Taurus needs to know about that connection? Tell me more about the person who's exiting. One more shuffle. Thank you. Five of Swords, Five of Cups again, and the Page of Swords. It very well could be an air sign for some of you with that Page of Swords. This is someone that the two of you were no longer in alignment. And I know that's hard to say when you're losing a connection in your life, but that Five of Swords, there was deception here, or manipulation, or an argument, or there was an exchange of words that occurred here between you and this person. And I think that's something that Source wants you to look back on in that Page of Swords energy. There's something here about you recognizing that what the connection was in the beginning is like there's a huge contrast between that and what it was towards the end. And just look at it that way. If you were losing the connection when it was at its height, the way it was in the beginning, like most connections are, in their height in the beginning, then I can understand the Five of Cups. But Source is saying in the end, it wasn't the Five of Cups, it was the Five of Swords. And because of that, it needed to energetically leave your life. Like it was no longer in alignment to who or what you are. I know we hate hearing tarot readers say it, but the bottom of the deck's the Wheel of Fortune. And it's like this was the part of the divine plan, if you will, for this person to exit. So what painful situation in your life are you focused on? It seems to be this ending. Again, whether this person has just left your life or they're in the process of leaving your life. And what positive aspects are you not seeing? Other connections in your life, particularly the new ones coming in that you don't even know of yet. Anything else Taurus needs to know about the new connections coming in? One more shuffle. Thank you. The new connections coming in. The Four of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the Queen of Swords. Bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Cups. So you have another connection coming in. I have all four queens on the table, which tells me I now have an Empress. So the individual coming in is perfectly aligned, or well aligned, or well matched to who you are, because in Tarot, Taurus, you are the Empress. You are the Empress. You are all four queens combined. The Empress is ruled by Venus. So it's possible for some of you, you have an earth sign coming in, possibly a Taurus. For others of you, it could be a Libra. But you have someone who's coming in. And again, it's hard to see that right now, right, while you're going through the ending. But you have someone here who's more energetically, emotionally, I heard financially. So maybe this person wasn't financially aligned to some of you as well. So you have someone way more in alignment with you coming through. Let's see if we can get you timing. Timing when this new person arrives in Taurus's life. One more shuffle. Thank you. Not every card in Tarot's timing, but if I have to get you timing, I will. We have the Knight of Swords. This is coming in quick. The next air sign that we have coming in is Gemini. So for those of you who are open to meeting a new friend or meeting a new romantic partner, you have someone new, should you, choose to open yourself up in that way in Gemini season. This could be a Capricorn or an Aquarius coming in, because the Knight of Swords is the third decan of Capricorn and the second decan of Aquarius. So this, I had a feeling it's an earth sign. I think you have another earth sign here coming in, but again, it's someone who's better suited for you or better matched for you. Let's get you 3 cards of advice, my friend. 3 cards of advice here for the Taurus collective this week. Thank you. Your advice, Fool. There's your new beginning. You have the King of Cups, and you have the 6 of Cups. Bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Cups. You have I'm telling you, you have a better match. Someone here, it is a soulmate connection that is coming in. This is someone who's equally yoked, equally balanced. This is just as that other person is exiting your life, Taurus. This is wild how these cards came out. So as this chapter is closing out, you have someone new. I mean, if this is a romantic partner, this is a very strong soulmate connection. You have the 6 of Cups card here. You have a King to the Queen of Cups. You have the Ace of Cups, which could be a love offer for some of you. So you have someone who is emotionally secure, emotionally calm, very intuitive, very compassionate, coming towards you. Again, I get this feeling that they could be another earth sign, possibly a Libra, but regardless of their placement, Source is just saying you are on the precipice here of a new beginning. Don't look back. You have a new connection coming in. This person will feel like a kindred spirit. So meaning when you connect with them, and we have 2 of Cups here at the bottom of the deck. I mean, it's beautiful. Yeah, very strong soulmate connection. So you can claim that person however you need them to be, as a friend who becomes like a family member, or maybe even a love partner. I don't see anything here indicating work, but if you need this person to be like a new employer, you certainly, or even a business partner, you certainly could claim them that way. But yes, you are in the precipice of a new beginning. I think it's beginning here at the tail end. What we have is Aries season. I always see the Fool card as Aries season. For a lot of you, it's like these 2 connections are almost overlapping. And I say that because even though I look at the Fool card as Aries, technically, astrologically, it's not Aries. I see it as Aries because Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and the Fool card is the first card of a tarot deck. But this is really Uranus, and we have Uranus exiting Taurus and entering Gemini right around April 25th. And so there could be a changing of the guard here, where you're processing out one connection and you have a new connection coming in. So I would say in Gemini season looks to be when you will be meeting this new person. That is what I have for you, Taurus, for the week ahead. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.